everyone, Tazenga Lwenje here and welcome back to the platform. If you're here for the first time, consider subscribing, like the video, post notification bell so whenever I'm posting, you get notified and you actually help me grow my channel. If you're here again, welcome back, and this is the platform where we're going to be learning anything to do with entrepreneurship, business, personal development, and actually just learning and growing together through my personal experiences. So today, like you've seen in the title, I want to share with you guys the best way and any way that you can actually go out and speak and start a conversation with anybody. So the reason why this is important for me is because I'll be going to my biggest networking event. I'm personally going to a networking event at the end of this month, and I wanted to share with someone who might watch this video and actually be at the same conference or go to any other social setting and social gathering where you actually be able to use these little tips to actually go out and be the best self and get yourself whatever end result you want from having that conversation. So let's get right into the video. So for many of us, the skill of communication doesn't come to us naturally. Being able to speak fluently and actually being able to deliver and communicate any of your messages doesn't come easily. Why? It's because in today's world, we live so much behind the screen, be it your phone, be it your device, be it your laptop or your computer. And we have a lot of people that suffer from self-esteem, low self-esteem. So what this is simply ways that can help you to actually improve your communication skills and also just help you increase your self-esteem. This goes without saying, or let me start by saying that this is something that actually takes some practice. You're not going to get this on the first try perfectly, but it will help you actually cut out through so much of the fuzz, or cut through the unknown steps of actually going out to have a proper conversation, a structured proper conversation. So when you're going out to speak to someone, you want to, number one, have intention of what you want that conversation go like. Where do you want this conversation to end up? What's the objective of this conversation you're trying to have? What is your intention for actually going out to speak to this person? So having an intention will definitely help you actually know what you want to talk about, because it will filter and sift through everything else that you could actually be able to end up saying, because you know that this is what I want to say, this is what I want to achieve from actually speaking to this person. So having an intention will actually help you be quick and actually make you quick and straight to the point in what you want to actually say. So go out and have intention when going to speak to someone. Go out knowing you have an intention. Go in knowing that you want to achieve a certain objective. Many of us actually going to having a conversation, practicing what we want to say. You go in, you're talking to yourself and you're practicing the perfect words in which you're going to say what you want to say, in which you're going to approach this person that you want to talk to. Now, what I want to mention on our second point is approach first, then talk later. So if you approach first and speak after, what does that do? It allows you the space to actually say what's right. And like when you practice what you want to say, and when you get there, you're getting nervous, and when you get there, you're so nervous you mess it up. And this has happened to so many of us. Even I personally, it's happened to me. So what you want to do is approach first. As you are getting there, yes, you will be nervous, but then when you get there, you have something that you have to say. And you can start by saying the simplest things. Many people want to start, I've got a question and say, how best can I start a conversation? And many people will opt to start with a pickup line. So for me, I feel the best and easiest way to actually just start a conversation is just go like, hello, how are you? And that is the most universal and general way in which we have been accustomed to communicate or start a conversation. It's just by simply asking how somebody is. They will find a way, there you will find a way to actually dive into your next step of actually having this conversation. So it's a simple hello, how are you, with a smile, of course, because what a smile does is it simply opens up the person to say, this is someone I can actually talk to, and you're warming up this person to actually having a conversation. So that's my second tip for you guys. My third tip, guys, is going to have to be open. You notice how I use my hands a lot when I'm speaking. So what this does is actually, it allows me to open up my body, the front of my body. What this does psychologically is it allows someone to understand that you are someone who's open to actually having a conversation. Let's take, for example, you're at a party and you want to join a conversation that's being had by two people, and these people are facing each other. They're facing each other and you want to join that conversation. The first thing you want to be able to look out for is, where are their feet pointing? Read the body language. Where are their feet pointing? If you find the person's feet are directly facing the person that they're speaking with, you should be able to tell that these people are not open to having a third or a fourth party come and enjoy the conversation or join the conversation that they're having. So when you're going to speak to someone, you want to be able to look at their body language. Are they open to the side? Because what that says is that they're open to receiving another person into their conversation, and that will allow you an opening to actually go and join their conversation. So what is the body language of the people that you're speaking to? Are they open? Are they have they crossed their arms, or are they open? And it helps a lot when you're going to approach people and you want to speak to someone to have something in your hand. It may be a book, it may be a drink, it may be a snack or something, because what that does, it shows that you are comfortable in the setting, social setting that you're in. So having something in your hand will just help you show that you are comfortable. You've actually climatized to what is happening in the area and that social setting. So have something in your hand, read the body language, open with a smile, speak when you get there, don't speak to yourself, and actually just be there, be present in the moment and enjoy every part of it. Don't forget, you have to have intention as well. After you've actually established that your intention and you actually have noticed the body language, you want to engage what are known as conversation sparks. Now, conversation sparks are simply light bulb moments and aha moments in the event or social setting that you're in. So it could be a conference and you probably had something that really resonated with you. So bring up that moment, say, did you get this point when this and this happened? And or did you see this when this and this happened? Did you see how they were dancing? Did you see how they were eating? And someone will be able to say, oh, I can actually relate to that, and you'll be able to have something to actually spark a conversation that will lead you to your intention and your objective. So being able to identify conversation sparks is very key and very important to actually going out and actually making a conversation. So a conversation spark is very important. What did they enjoy seeing in that social setting? What did they enjoy most, or what did you enjoy most? And you can bring that to the table and just help you actually establish some sort of conversation. So there's your other pointer. Now, a lot of conversations will end awkwardly just because people really don't know how to end a conversation. So being able to end the conversation properly will help you actually go out and actually be a very great communicator. So I'll give you an example. I'll give you one way in which you can end a conversation. So in order to avoid ending a conversation very awkwardly, you want to end with future mentions, what are known as future mentions. So what are future mentions? Future mentions could be after you've achieved your conversation objective. What you want to do is simply ask the person, so what comes next after this? Or what are we doing next? What do you have planned for the near future? This will allow the person to enter the conclusion phase of any conversation. So when this person has mentioned, oh no, come Saturday, I want to be able to have achieved my goal of actually meeting 100 people, or actually having enjoyed or go fishing or do whatever they want to do. So for you, that allows you the opportunity to conclude that conversation and say, oh wow, thank you for telling me, it's been great talking to you, and let's connect on a different occasion or different platform. If you've exchanged contacts, even better. Then from there you can be able to end your conversation in a very smooth and transitional manner. Instead of it awkwardly ending and saying, okay, thank you so much, goodbye, you want to end it in a future mention, because that keeps that relationship going and built still. So that's one way you can end the conversation. There's so many other ways to end conversations, but for me, I prefer having future mentions because I know I want to connect with this person at a later stage. So being able to make future mentions and bring future mentions actually helps me actually follow up with them, because I know I'll be able to ask, oh, so did you actually do the fishing that weekend? So it makes for a great conversation follow-up whenever you speak to the person next. So guys, whenever you are having a conversation, know that you need to have intention and objective. You need to know when to enter the conversation and read the body language. You want to be able to engage in conversation sparks and just be able to know how to end the conversation. So you'll be able to actually be fluid in whenever you're having a conversation, anyone in any social setting. These are basic steps. Practice them. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel, kindly subscribe, like the video, and post notification bell so that whenever I'm posting, you're updated. And I appreciate each and everyone that has reached and watched this far. If you've reached and watched this far, kindly comment down comms. Yeah, so thank you so much for watching, and guys, let's meet in the next video. Tazenga Lwenje, your conglomerate entrepreneur, signing out.